Probably because you're using it so much.
No, I did all those notes from my phone when I was fucking studiously hiking and
You're using it so much.
oh, see, there's the shade. Hello, YouTubes!
Hi, YouTubes.
We are here. We are queer.
Love YouTubes.
Uh, and we are here for another GPHH prime time. Prime time. Prime time. Second. Here we are. Obviously, you can see we are totally engaged and ready to go.
Oh yeah, I like it. We get we get the fighting out of the way up front, and I love about us is in this iteration of us is that that would have derailed us in the past, but now we're so mature.
Well, I refuse to let you do it.
I refuse to let you do it. Learn how to take deep breaths.
I'll be like, he's not gonna get me tonight. God
Nope,
damn it.
nope, same.
But this is what I get for fucking listen, I've spent the day today like not smoking marijuana. I might have smoked 3 bowls since I've been up since 5 a.m.
Why on my account?
Yeah, trying to be a little more
No,
clear-eyed,
no.
trying to be a little more clear-eyed for my business and comedy partner, Casey Lai, who I love, respect, and admire, even though he's a central liberal cuck. I love him to death. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna only smoke 3 bowls until for the whole day. And I'm gonna be clearer-eyed when I get there to do GPHH. And then I get here, and then we start talking, and I immediately need to suck the medicine
Yeah.
because you're making me sick.
Well, we know what the cure is, and that is more weed and conversation. The thing I was going to say is that I was feeling a certain way that first show, and you were very high and very, in my opinion, aggressive. And then I thought, and I was like, maybe it's weird. But then with the conversation that we just had, I realized there is no difference. It's just the hour, maybe, or it's the times. But you're heated, and this time around, I think you said I hated all brown people, something along those lines. And so I don't know, maybe I prefer you on the weed.
Well, I'm glad you heard me.
That I could. You're not slurring your words, at least.
Oh, YouTube. See, this is the thing. If only you were privy to what happens before we get to you.
But you're not, and never will be.
Yeah, but you're not, you never will be. And honestly, that's the only reason why we still kind of have careers.
Yeah. As a secretary.
Oh yeah. And as a professional job looker. I'm looking for work. Here's the thing. Biden is all saying there are all these jobs. I don't think they're the part-time kind. I think they're trying to force you into full-time employment. And here's the thing, GJ, I'm not trying to be a full-time employee anywhere. I don't need full-time employeeism. I need part-time or just a sugar daddy that will let me just do biscuits on his crotch and then give me some money.
I mean, that's also the service industry. So
no. See, that's the thing. I know I have aged out of jobs. I know that there are certain things that I have aged out of. Here's the thing. I could sit behind a desk and answer a phone. That's what I could do. And I could do that for 5 hours a day for 4 days a week.
I think the problem is everyone wants that job, and so there are a lot of jobs, but everyone.
Well, you know what? Why aren't they just still doing their Etsy's and let me do a fucking? Because here's the thing. I think I also need something to get out of the house. Because
I would actually. I don't want to.
I work a lot from home. I mean,
sound like a capitalist, but I do think you should get out and work a little bit more.
I am excited that the Tony Soto show is coming back because I'm gonna that show is gonna be reconstructed. I'm gonna have guests every week, so it'll give me a lot more things to do. It's gonna be I'm gonna edit it special for YouTube, so it's a project. But yes, I'm thinking that if I'm gonna put the time into getting something 20 to 25 hours a week only, then it needs to be something that I can get out of the house for. but not too far.
Nope. Well, there's a new coffee shop going in down below your apartment.
What I just tell you, there are certain jobs that I've aged out of.
Yeah, commute. Think about the commute. You could just bore a hole in your floor and put in a pole. You can be at work in 1.5 seconds. Climbing home would be a little harder, but you know. But the greasy pole always is right twice a day, or whatever the saying is.
I don't know that saying. All right. Well, listen, can we do a podcast?
Yeah, here's hoping.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. All right, hold on. Let me pull up a little timer situation. And we're just gonna go 4, 3.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gay Power Half Hour, the only gay podcast on the internet that's just like Taylor Swift, because most football fans hate us. With I don't even know any of her songs to have a cute little thing with cool summer boy Casey and
I'm a tight end, Tony Soto. You should have kept it in football, baby. Kept it in football.
No, I'm Taylor Swift.
A lot of gay things. I think that sometimes football is gayer than Taylor Swift. And the thing is like you live with literally the most Caucasian of the gay Taylor Swift fans. How could you have not come up with one song? I mean, she's got to have a song named like Sat at the Mall or something. She's got to, I mean, I don't know her. I don't listen to her music. I get ridiculed sometimes when I hear a song from her and I'll be like, oh, who is this? And they'll be like, they get very offended.
She bought a mansion in Rhode Island, and so I have like this little bit of affinity for that just because I love Rhode Island so much. And I've seen her house and it's lovely. And she has a song about moving to that small Rhode Island town, and I like that song. Do I know its name? No, but
I feel like Rhode Island was in the news recently. Is there something bad going on in Rhode Island? Are they all like fighting or whatnot? Is there something bad happening in Rhode Island?
Well, there's a lot of bad things happening.
Corruption of some sort. There's always been corruption.
There's one. I'll tell you the one main big thing that is happening in Rhode Island is they had to put an emergency shutdown on the main bridge.
That's it. It was a Governor Chris Christie moment.
No, that was different because there's
mean they weren't on the beach after?
No one. Well, it's the middle of winter, so I can't imagine that anyone is spending time on Rhode Island's
I don't know about your culture.
Beautiful beaches.
I don't know about your culture.
Well, that's because
whites don't have one.
Questions and then don't listen to the answers. That is not true. Yes, it's all white, but it's Italians and Portuguese, and so they're whites with culture. Cultured whites. Which I don't want to say that I come from, because that makes me sound German.
Oh my God. Well, we are back again.
Friends, nice to see you. Happy February.
Oh my God, we are officially there.
February.
It's the shortest month of the year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. Even
but it's a leap year,
but it's still only 29 days long.
Oh, okay. Do you know any leap year babies?
I don't. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. I'm sure. Who is a leap year baby?
Shane Billings.
Oh, I love that. We can finally celebrate her. So she's 8. I've seen.
Yeah. I think he said he's gonna be 8 or 9.
Girl of her age should not be doing. But I love that for her. Love Shane Billings. Shout out to Shane Billings.
Oh yeah, love some Shane Billings. All right, so let's get into some stuff, because it's not like the world isn't on fire and that we don't have things to yell about.
No, we do have plenty to yell about. If we didn't have a lot to yell about, we would have started the show 45 minutes ago, but we spent that time yelling.
Well, I think that we should keep it gay in the first part of it because, we started out with Taylor Swift, and I think that, the big gay news, at least that the gays are talking about and gaying out about, and I don't even know if you have any interest in it because I didn't talk about it when we were talking about the list. The Nicki and Meg the Stallion beef. Are you aware of Nicki Minaj and Meg the Stallion's beef that is now happening?
I'm aware they have beef, and I was trying to kind of suss out what like the crux of the beef was. But I wasn't quite sure. It just seems like they've been dissing each other because they have a mutual dislike for one another. But you know, that's how queen bees be. You should see how Tony and I talk to each other. If we were rappers, we would be spouting lines about how the other is a cuck bitch.
Yeah, but he could just do puns, and I can't rhyme anything.
So
So
we're not rappers, guys. Also, I'm a cultured white, I think. So you know, we always know what that rap sounds like. Not
and I'm an irresponsible voter. So we're all useless together.
I'm pretty
Uh,
sure.
so the beef apparently, I mean, I think it's I don't I also am pretty vague on it. I came and picked it up. Look, listeners, I have only in the last couple of years found out what a barb was. I thought that a barb was like a plain looking woman. I thought that like a Sarah Plainadol or something. I thought
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what a
yeah.
barb was, like a boring woman.
Right.
Come to find out, it was a fan of Nicki Minaj. That's what the barbs are called. And I don't know what the Megs are called. Maybe the Stallions. I don't really know. But we all know that Nikki has a problematic past with her husband and brothers. They
Yeah.
are all sexual offenders. They're on a registry.
They're on a registry. Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
on a list, a special VIP list that only a
That
certain
as
number
someone
of.
who yeah, as someone who just passed a background check, you can't pass a background check with one of these things on in your background that Nikki's men all seem to have.
So
That's
there was a
wrong.
Yeah, so there was a mention of maybe those allegations in a
Yeah.
Song, and then Nikki had to rebut about her being big-footed because she got shot in the foot.
And I also read that she talked about how her mom died and kind of
Yeah,
joked about it. You know?
yeah. She dug pretty, and this is the thing. It's like, look. Now I'm not on Twitter anymore. I know I'm very brave. And I basically just get my information from the TikTok, which was just a bunch of stitches from people talking about the situation. However, what it seems like to me is, and this is kind of how it always works out. This is how you know that Trump is always wrong. When you come out and you are so loud, you know what I mean? Like Nikki is being so loud. You know what I mean? Like Trump was so loud after that $83 million lawsuit. Like, he
Yeah.
fired his lawyer, by the way.
He was actually quieter than he was because he now realizes he can
Well, he's
actually
only
get
on
sued
True
for
Social.
sued for $83 million, and he actually talks shit about the person who's suing him. But anyway,
Yeah, but he did a paragraph that big talking about the judge and whatnot on his True Social. But I'm
that's
saying
right.
is when you are loud, when you're the loudest person in the room, rebutting the whole situation, like, and this is why you're wrong, and Nikki goes mean. She goes so mean. She goes like mean. Then you're usually probably the wrong one. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want to ever say release the tapes, but earlier today you were definitely the loudest person.
No. I mean the loudest person when it comes to saying why the other person is shitty.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. No.
No, you're
It's like,
turning everything around. Yeah.
yeah. And that was the thing. She was like, Nikki, get off the Twitter. Like Meg was quiet. I think Meg did an interview on a TV show. Like I'm just like, girl, and look, I don't have any stake in the game for either of them because I couldn't name a single song any of them do. I think I know more Meg the Stallion songs, maybe. But
I feel like once you've been shot, you might like be a little bit more cautious.
Nikki wants to see the scar.
I don't know. Oh, she's
Nikki
saying she wasn't shot.
Yeah, she wants to see the scar. She might be super liable too soon. Listen,
Wow.
these rich people need to just shut their mouths and stop talking about each other. First of all, like no one cares about rich people having beef anymore. Like I feel like that's kind of played out. Like I don't. Do you care about rich people having beef?
I think there's so much conflict in this day and age. What we really want are our head bitches in charge to get along. You can be in charge of all the barbs, and Meg can be in charge of all the stals or whatever. And it doesn't mean that one is less of a queen. I mean, there's not going to be no queen of the world. Okay,
No. Did you see? So they released this video recently of behind the scenes of We Are the World, talk about celebrities and beef. Do you know that during that whole time when they were recording that, every time Cyndi Lauper was singing, they laughed at her?
I've actually heard that before. Yeah. Well, you know, she doesn't
Well,
sound
she's
like
an
a
ugly
pig.
singer. She's an ugly
Yeah.
singer. I think that's what it was, because she was like making faces and look, she has a distinct voice. And back then but she was iconic then for that voice. So I don't
Yeah.
understand. And it sounds to me like that whole We Are the World thing barely got off the ground. There was a lot of people being like, we're not going to do that. So like they tried to get Prince.
And I think isn't she on all those commercials for like plaque psoriasis or something like that?
So you know, the eczema. She's got the
so
eczema.
you can't, you know, that I feel like they were probably making back then. You can make fun of people for their skin diseases, and that's not cool at all. You know,
that's true. But I'm just like, yeah, it didn't matter. Like,
was it like Huey Lewis who was talking shit about her? Who were the stars of the time who were?
I'm wondering,
bullying our sweet girl who just wants to have fun.
I didn't know. Well, let's move on to Texas, shall we?
My other opener was I was going to be that's just like Texas because people hate us. I don't know. The other one was better, but anyway, yeah, Texas. A lot of people hate Texas right now.
Well, Texas is in the news. Texas wants so badly to be in the news. They are up in arms with the border crisis. Some would say maybe a crisis that Texas has put into place for themselves. You know, what with, you know, there being other border states that are not crying near as much, our state being one of them. Yeah. Well, they listen, Texas has gone off their rocker. All right. The Lone Star State, the we could do it ourselves hillbilly movement of Texas.
That governor, he sure can do everything by himself except walk and bathe himself.
He is letting you know that those wheels are not going to stop him from killing migrants. Okay. He will make sure and after he's dead, he's going to have him drug out so he can roll over them.
I know. And it just goes to show you privilege, because he wouldn't have a shot in his state trying to like migrate anywhere because his legs don't work. A tree fell on him.
So yeah, exactly. He wasn't looking out for it.
No, God did that.
God did that. He was like, you know what? This guy's going to be a real bastard at some point.
Yeah. And look, God fails. Okay. Too. He did the job, you know, and I will say the tree and Governor Greg Abbott are very similar because both of them are good at fucking shit up, but neither of them seem to finish the job. Anyway, what did he do now? What did that zany guy do now?
So Texas has been making it very difficult for migrants to cross the river. They've been placing buoys in the middle that people can't climb onto, and they can't get by. They've managed to get by, though. I feel like those were taken out pretty quickly because here's the thing about brown folks. We will find a way. All right, we will find a way. And the thing is the biggest issue right now is that they have put up a lot of barbed wire.
Right, razor wire.
Razor wire. And the thing is, like I say, brown people will find a way. They have. However, they have suffered because the razor wire will cut everybody. It does not.
Bad.
So there have been injuries and whatnot, even injuries from government officials. So Biden went to the Supreme Court and was like, hey, these people should not be, we want to take down this razor wire. And Texas said no. And Supreme Court was like, no, yes, you should absolutely take down that razor wire. That is your right as the federal government. And Abbott is saying, no. It's my right as a state to guard the safety of my state.
Right.
So he is putting his National Guard against the federal government's army. And 28 or 29 other United States have sent their National Guard down to Texas to support Texas. There are militias going down from all the mountains in all the country to go support Texas. And there is a mass semi-truck caravan headed towards the border that is going to support Texas.
Yes. Well, truck drivers are some of our most liberal, progressive members of society. So I'd imagine that caravan is full of hugs.
Casey, your thoughts on Texas. trying to become the Florida of Texas.
Well, yeah, I think now that Ron DeSantis is a loser, someone had to step into his tiny little footsteps and be the worst governor in America. And Governor Abbott was like, I mean, you know what I would love to wear is a pair of heels that I could walk in, but you can't, Governor Abbott. What you get to wear is a crown, a shit crown for worst governor in the country. Yeah, people are talking in ways that are not all that wrong. I mean, it's like when you have state militias up against the U.S. government, that sure does sound like a civil war.
It does sound like that.
I'm more concerned about troops and like people dying and American troops dying in the Middle East and therefore starting a war that way. But yeah, because the other thing is I don't have a lot of faith in the U.S. governments and the military to win a war overseas, but I'm pretty sure we could beat Arkansas, so I will.
Yeah, I don't think that they really understand how much money that of ours that goes into our military just to keep us in line. That's why we could never protest like Paris protests. You know what I mean? Because we have a very militarized police force as well. But this is how this could very well turn out. And this is how it's like we're already getting our hands all deep in wars across in the Middle East and whatnot. We're just loving it, just dipping our fingers in it, but saying we don't want it, but we want to taste a little taste. We're just the samples. We're here at the Costco. But here's what's going to happen. These yokels, this truck gang or these militias or one of these yokels from the Arkansanian fucking National Guard are going to go down there on a standoff and one of them's going to get itchy fingered. And we are going to see a migrant get shot. And God forbid it's going to be a child or a fucking woman. But I believe that is going to be, and then we're going to have a lot of explaining to do. Because here's the thing. Here's what we definitely don't want. More than what we don't want. We want wars in Mideast more than we would ever want a war on our own soil. So we don't want that. But we're going to sit here and play standoff with a bunch of fucking inbred hillbillies instead of like showing them our big tanks and scooping them the fuck off the goddamn land. But we should do that instead of these yokels killing a brown person and then pissing off Mexico. Especially since we want, all of that, whatever natural resource they found that we want to keep our hands on.
Okay.
Something to do with batteries. I don't know. They found something to do with batteries.
Cobalt. It all starts with co down Mexico. I don't know. That sounds offensive, but I love cobalt and other things. And what I want to happen is there to be peace on the border. Do you want there to be?
Casey always wants peace, y'all. That's the thing.
I do. I'm a fucking loser because I want peace. No, I mean I know it's not that easy, but I think the border is such an insane issue, and while I definitely do not agree with a lot of things in this like border package that is being put up and then being stymied by the Republicans, even though it's everything that they've ever asked for, is like if Republicans want it, it's not good, but like from a political standpoint, making a deal to take this issue off of the table, at least politically, would be a huge thing. And I think there are major things that happen. I mean, one reason why it's possible is because, and as much as I think it's like, cynical, callous, hateful behavior, this busing of people who have crossed the border into border states from these governors who are busing them to liberal states, is they've been doing it so consistently that now state like the state of New York and Chicago and the DC area and all of these places that are run by liberals and even progressives are demanding a lot more federal help for the issue. And now, and like, it's becoming a nationalized issue. The reality of it is becoming nationalized. And so people want a solution to it.
And I mean, truthfully, I don't disagree with that. I mean, I do disagree with the tactics. I think that kind of politics of people's lives is fucking, it's just so American not to care about other people's lives. So, but you're right. It did get border states heard for the first time because they've been saying now blue states are feeling the pressure. But the thing is like in perfect political fashion, there is work happening, bipartisan work happening, which is unbelievable. It would to have. I mean, listen, and say what I want about GJ. I will give him the bipartisan fucking shit that he has been able to accomplish in this very, very divided government.
Yep.
It just so happens his foreign policy is like every other American president's, an imperialistic one.
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure why that surprises people.
No surprise. There's no surprise. I'm not shocked. Did I look shocked when I just said it? I'm just saying that is what it is, and it's crap, and it's a dated way of thinking. But in perfect political fashion, the work is being done to fix it. It's so bad that the ACLU is already wanting to sue. So that means it is so good for Republicans. But Trump, because he wants to politic on the government, is telling the House to kibosh it. And that is the
Senate.
And it will. Well, it's more likely to pass in the Senate. Like McConnell is literally sitting here talking about being like, there's the Republicans who were there helping draft the thing are out there talking, saying that it's a fucking slap in the face to fucking hear that kind of shit. So if the Republicans are happy, that means the country will suffer. So I don't understand why they're not just doing it.
Because it's a win for Joe Biden, and a win for Joe Biden is bad for Trump. Because once we see more of Trump, sorry, I didn't. You go finish.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like once we see more of Trump and his pure chaos and destruction, people will be like, well, the other guy at least gets shit done. He's old and he's genocidal, I guess, but he's at least like Trump didn't do a genocide and he didn't get no border deal. And, Biden did a genocide and got a border deal. That's what I want. I think that's what I want, is what some people might say. I would use different words for what I want, which is Biden to win the election.
Well, Biden's like, he's going to be a wartime president. So he's really hoping that that's going to get him through. I don't know that it will, but we'll see. Like I said, I think there's a lot of war-loving, Palestinian-hating Republicans that hate Donald Trump. Like Donald Trump this is the thing too. Like, I don't understand the talking heads that are like, the cognitive decline of Joe Biden. Yeah, he's a fumbly old 81-year-old who fought stuttering his whole fucking life. Forgive him if he can't find a word. But Trump, in any capacity, talking about anything, always looking a sweaty mess, never saying the right fucking thing. And that's who knowing he's wearing a diaper. Like, that's who we need to think about as the next president. Like, I don't understand the history revisionists that are like painting him as some stellar president for his 4 years. One-term presidents typically aren't.
Yeah, I mean, who are these? Who are these?
Well, Jimmy wanted peace. You would have voted for Jimmy, right? He wanted peace.
I would have voted for Jimmy.
I would have voted for Jimmy. I would have voted for Jimmy the second time too.
Reagan, I know you guys think I love Reagan, but I mean, I don't.
No, whoever thought that an actor would have been good for the economy? This is I had a big old fight with some Reagan Republican recently, and I was like, first of all, you are too young to buy into that kind of shit. Like, how are you in your 30s telling me that Reaganomics and trickle down is something that's actually viable in this or any other country? Like, that he didn't put the biggest stain on the war on drugs and on welfare to like and cripple this economy by like stopping government programs to help the fucking mentally unwell.
But at least he was a governor before he was president. Fucking Trump was a failed businessman and a and a game show MC.
Did we talk about the 86 million at all? No, that just happened, right?
But no, Eugene
Yeah,
Carroll.
Eugene is fleecing this dude. And listen, she's not even doing anything. Like, talk about a diva.
I love her.
Queen. Like, this is the thing. She is just so fucking stellar. First of all, she had to get cornered and sexually assaulted by a younger, greasier version of that fat fuck.
Yeah.
And had to hold on to it for decades, and then finally found her chance. And when she found her voice, all of a sudden she's getting trolled and her life is in danger. Like, bitch, she hasn't even said nothing but from the first time. That's the only time she's ever said anything about him. But he can't shut up. I'm surprised he didn't tweet about her in the fucking paragraph where he said he fired his lawyer.
There are some tapes. Well, he's not tweeting about it because every time now he does. For social, well, but like he can't talk about her because like he's now been convicted twice.
But he couldn't talk about her after the 5 million, and he still talks about her.
But because he's an idiot, he definitely. We'll see if if he has any sort of sense of comeuppance. But that is the thing. That is like, we're not talking about these cases, and as he continues to be convicted of crimes, I mean, he's already he's been held liable for rape and defamation, and now he needs to now it's about
twice impeached
election, twice impeached, but like that, but let's be real, the impeachment, there were no consequences. Sure, he lost the election, but he's still the central Republican politician.
They can't punish the rich. That's the thing. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with Trump from this. Look, he's so guilty that he can't not be found not guilty in almost everything. You know what I mean? Like, I can't think of a single case of those 91 indictments that are against him where it's like, maybe he could slide on that. Like, his hands are in that jar, but I don't know what that looks like.
What else is in that jar? Nuclear secrets, which he took home and put into that jar. There's also that
whole could be in the bathroom. I don't know if he set those right by where he spends most of his time.
That's where he dries his fruit, in his bathroom.
And all the while, you have fucking this whole like Mayorkas impeachment sham, which it's like, please Google the word impeachment. You know what I mean? Like, just Google, it's like nothing in the actual, if you Google it, there's nothing in there that Mayorkas is doing. It's, I don't even know. They're trying to impeach him because they're saying he's not doing the job when he's currently in talks of doing. It's just very confusing to me. And I hate it's the reason that another reason that they don't want the border fixed is because then there's sham impeachment of the Homeland Security or whatever as well. That's the other thing. If I don't actually really know who he is, most Americans have no fucking clue who Mayorkas is, and so as a result of that, everyone's going to be hearing about how they're going forward with an impeachment against Secretary Mayorkas while. And I think Americans would be like, why, what the fuck are you doing? Conservatives are blowing it, dude. Like, they've blown, like, they're blowing like all of their talking points now. Like, first of all, they got rid of fucking abortion. So that one, you know what I mean? Like, now, like, literally women are becoming criminals because they need to get fucking medical procedures done. And now they're fucking trying to like, stop a thing that would fix the border because that's the only other thing they have to go on. It's always been the border abortion. The border abortion. That's what the fucking, like, for as long as I've been alive, it's been the border abortion. Yep. And so now it's like, well, I mean, Republican or Democrats will still fight for abortion. So I guess it's alive. But
and let's be real. I mean, like, they're trying really hard to make trans happen, for them. But like, the thing is like, DeSantis proved, and let's be real. There are like Utah and Texas and I think Oklahoma. There are various states of late who have are putting in restrictive bathroom laws, and that is that needs to be highlighted and needs to be fought against. And I think there is just good progress being made nationally when it comes to visibility and the rights of LGBT people, and it's absolutely being fought against. But DeSantis is deflating proved that like the culture war is not what conservatives want. Conservatives want Trump. And Trump, he's like a la carte culture war, but like,
he'll pick whatever
he'll pick
all hate.
Him, and he'll hate what you hate, and he'll rile things up. But the other thing is like that is like the Trump is actually savvy in this. Trump knows that there are younger people who are interested in him because GJ is GJ. And so he wants to play down abortion and trans stuff because young people love trans people. And that's a benefit for trans people, but they have to remember that just because a cynical person is saying that you can use a bathroom doesn't mean that he doesn't want to destroy everything else that you hold near and dear.
You know who this whole trans bathroom thing is really gonna listen to me, flyovers. We're almost done with the show. We're pretty much done. But let me just end it this way. Come in here because I didn't know that we were still arguing about bathrooms, and I think you're all pretty backwards. But come in ugly. I'm not ugly. I mean, flyover states the persons that this whole bathroom thing is really going to affect is ugly women. Okay, because look, there's a lot of fabulous, beautiful trans girls and women out there that are just going to be sashaying into the bathroom, and you're not going to know the fucking difference. But you're going to see some ugly woman in Arkansas trying to just go relieve herself. Maybe she's got some scraggly hairs on her chin, and she's missing a couple teeth, and her fingernails are long, and her legs are hairy. But she is, in fact, born a woman,
and she has a Bible.
She's holding a Bible. She's probably singing a hymn. She loves the Lord just as much as you do. And you're going to confront her, and you're going to make her feel real fucking bad. And then maybe that kind of bigotry will instill some change into that ugly woman, and she'll become a trans activist. Who knows? Who knows? But listen, your patrols of the bathroom are so fucking weird.
Creepy.
The fact that you think so badly about who's going in like doors in random buildings is just very bizarre to me. I didn't know it was still a thing. I didn't know we were still passing it.
Well, they got
on the list, Casey. I'm going to talk about that for hours, Casey.
But the thing is because they know it's like that. You're completely right. And the thing is like people don't care about it in the way that they fucking care about abortion and the border. And so the conservative activists keep trying to push this thing because they need a new thing, and trans, hip, cool, new, and as a result, scary, bad, weird for them.
But think about it, ugly women out there, ugly, hateful women. If you're
talking about you, don't be a hateful, ugly woman. It's
like
you're gonna get your comeuppance in the bathroom.
I've seen a lot of masculine-looking women out there who are just as heterosexual identifying as the rest. That I would have been like walking into a ladies' room, and my eyebrows would have raised a little bit. But I don't question, because why do you care? This is the thing. They need to get rid of urinals and just put stalls everywhere. Be a lot easier for drug use. Be a lot easier for men to sit down to pee because we know it's cleaner. Listen, sitting down to pee is cleaner.
Yeah, a lot of people taking a lot of labor. Men in this country shoot like they pee.
I think more men sit to pee than we know.
Indiscriminately.
Yeah, well, I think the wild ones do, but I think like when I'm at home, I sit down to pee. I'm not trying to fucking wipe up a toilet all the time.
Well, you're a lady.
Okay. See, you're the problem. Right. Well, with that kind of mix of misogyny and homophobia.
Yeah, saying as a compliment.
Did you? You're
a lady and you sit on your throne. And you spread and you take a little golden shower.
Casey, tell people where they can find you.
You can see me Tuesday, the 6th of February, the 3rd of February, whatever this Tuesday coming up is, the 3rd of February. You can see me at UCB. I will be at UCB Franklin on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Come on down. Watch me do comedy.
Tuesday?
This Tuesday. See you this Tuesday.
I'm trying to think about where we are.
Where we are where? We're in Los Angeles. It's currently Wednesday. It's
So
the 6th.
Tuesday is
It's
the
the 6th. I was right the
Okay.
first time.
Okay, I think you said the 2nd.
I got confused. I don't know what day it is either.
Okay,
Sorry.
thank God. That just confused me because I was like, I think the 2nd's Friday, right? Because I was about to tell
Yeah.
that if you are in Los Angeles and you're itching to play some bingo and maybe watch a little bit of Drag Race and fill me in since I didn't work last week, so I didn't watch it, come to 33 Taps in Silver Lake and join me in Bitch Puddin' for bingo and Drag Race. It starts at 7 p.m. We do an hour of bingo, then we watch the game show. And we secretly eat boneless buffalo wings because they're fucking delicious. So come out to that if you are busy or if you're not busy. And also, if you're not busy, on the 5th of February, come out to Learn the Words, bitch. Sign up is at 8:30. Showtime is at 9 at Akbar in Silver Lake. Plan for rain. It's going to rain.
You guys should BINGO to both of those events.
We have Michelle Davis and Sam Taggett as our guest judges.
What did you call me? Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what I called you. So come over that. It's a lot of fun. If you, like me, want to know what I'm doing in drag, please go to Tony Soto Productions on Instagram. And if you just want to see me on social media, go to Tony Soto Show on Instagram and TikTok. Until next week for some more GPH Prime Time. I've been Tony Soto, and that's been Casey Lai.
That's me. Bye, friends. Never change. Most of